Hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. How are you guys? It's your sister Roslyn here once again. Welcome you to my YouTube channel and thank you guys for your support. Today guys we want to rant. Rant? Ranting? Yes, ranting. That is ranting and venting. There is this notion, I don't know if it's only me. You meet with someone, she asks, how are you? You say I'm fine. Yet you are not fine. How are you? I'm fine. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing well. And it's like a norm. It's like everyone has that issue. Even if you are sick, you are having your own issues. Opening up is a venting. We call it venting or opening up. It's like a problem to us. Everyone wants to seem strong, even if you are not strong. Even if you are going through a certain phase, you don't want to show out to the world. You don't want to show out to your friends. You don't want to show it out to your society. You want always to be this strong mama, to be always this strong man. You know, we don't want to look vulnerable. We don't want to look weak because the society has put us in that cocoon. When you show someone your tears, they say that is weak. She's very weak. She can't handle her issues. He's very weak. He's not a man enough. Why should he cry? Why should he vent? Why should he say this and that? Hmm? Why should he say when he has no money and he has no job? Why should he be always bothering people? And it has been a norm. It has been a norm that we've normalized it. Even if you're going through a certain tough situation, by the time you open up, it's too late. And you find that some of us, we go through depression, we go through a lot of issues because we don't share. One of them is me. That is so me, especially with the introverts. It becomes a little bit tough. But again, I think it's not only introverts, even the sanguines, by the time they open up, but at least with them, by the time they open up, they have to, but they have a way of opening up. With them, they can rant, they can talk anyhowly, they can tell anyone to hell with you the way you will take it. But with the introverts, it is the other way around. They like keeping things for themselves. They like, they don't want to be judged. They don't want to be kept to be kept in that situation whereby the world or people will say so and so is very weak, so and so is not good, so and so is this and this. So they feel that they want to be in their own world. They don't want to show the world how weak or how broken they are. And at some point I find this not good. But again, to whom should you explain, or to whom should you tell that I'm going through this phase and give you a listening ear? Hmm? There was a certain friend of mine, I told her, now I don't have a job and blah blah. And she told me, even me, I don't have a job. Everyone doesn't have a job and everyone is going through a phase now. So it's like normal. So that kind of someone comes to you and tells you, I'm going through this phase, and you tell her, even me, I went through that phase, it shall be well. You compare your situation with her situation. You compare his situation now with your situation before. And you tell him, well, but the way it's good, you say it's a testimony. You tell your friend, I went through that one, and even me, but this is the way I came out of it. I went through that phase, but I came out of it by doing ABCD. It's a testimony. It is very good. But by the time you come to vent, by the time you find that friend, by the time you find that sibling, by the time you find that person whom you can tell your issues, innermost issues, whom you can tell this is what I'm going through. They say a problem shared is a problem half solved. Do we have such kind of people? Hmm? Do we have such kind of people you can go and explain to your issues and it becomes you and you alone? Before the whole society knows about it, before every friend of yours knows about what you are going through, because that mama neighbor and the other one knows what you are going through in your marriage. There are these people, if you tell your issues, it is like broadcasting it. Oh, they're fighting with the husband. She was divorced. He's this and that. The man is important. And before you know it, everyone in the society knows what you're going through without a solution to worsen the matter. They just go out and broadcast it without giving you a solution. Guys, at which point do you come to vent out or to tell someone your issues or whatever the phase you're going through? Because the people out here, especially with our social media type, they only show us that glittering period. They only show us their cars. They don't show us their scars. Hmm? They only show us their laughters, but we don't know what they are going through behind the scene. You don't know this car this person is driving, this posh place is living in. How did he or she come to this extent? They don't show us that. They only show us, wow, everything. I mean, life, if you work hard, life is. But at the end of the day, you are also working hard. You don't sleep. You work hard, but still, you are not coming to that extent. You are not coming to that extent. You think they are feeling well. But let me tell you one thing, guys. In this social media era, all that glitters is not gold. Those people goes back in their cocoon and they cry themselves out. They don't even sleep. Because everything they show us in social media are fake. They live fake life in social media. But back down, kwa ground vitu ni different. And you find this is your friend. Maybe she was a friend, you went to school together, and you're struggling, and she is living that posh life. And you feel that when you go and tell her, this is what I'm going through, because of that class, you see, you are in the same class back in school, but now when you look at her with her class, she's far away from you. And this is someone you can't go and tell your issues because of that class. So you feel that you should keep your things for yourself, because when you go and tell her, she will tell you, you don't work hard, you don't do ABCD, you should not sleep and until this time, you should get a sponyo, this ABCD, and at the end of the day, you find that you don't have a solution. At which point are we supposed to let our heart to our friends or to our relatives? Some of us also, we don't have that bond, or we don't, like me, I don't have that friend. I don't have that friend that I'll trust with my issues. But even I don't have issues, but I don't have that friend, guys. I don't have that friend of whom I'll go and tell, this is what I'm going through. This, apart from my siblings, me, I don't have those friends. But some of us, we have that bond, that good friendship bond. We can go and vent out to our friends. We can go and vent out to our relatives. We can go and vent out to even to our bosses. But some of us, no, we don't talk. When someone asks you, well, how are you going? What is happening? How are you doing? You just say, I'm good, I'm well, everything fine, everything. But deep down, no, you are crushed, you are broken, and you can't sleep at night. You only cry the whole night. You cry yourself out. At which point are we supposed to release whatever we have inside us, that thing that is eating us. We should be always ready to share our issues, which is okay. But again, you should look around. Whom are you sharing your issues with? They are friends. Okay, when you tell someone your issues or you tell someone the things you're going through, you will feel a little bit relieved. But is your issue safe with that person? That is the problem. Are your secrets safe with the other person? Hmm? If at all you have secrets. Are they safe with your family? Are they safe with your sisters? Are they safe with your brothers? Before you use it against you. There are these spouses, when you take your spouse as your best friend and you explain to him or her, this is what I'm going through, and I don't feel, oh, this is what happened to me in the past, and sometimes it comes back to haunt me, and I want it, like, I want to get out of it. And instead of helping you, or at this moment, he will speak politely about it and he will tell you this. But the moment you argue a little bit or you have a difference, he will use it against you. Hata we nilikuokota tu huko kwa street, hata wewe ulikuanga tu housemaid huko, hata siju, I mean, he will use it against you, or she will use it against you to blackmail you to some extent. You feel, and you are weak now. He will always be using this thing against you, and you feel, why did I have to tell him? Why did I have to explain all this to her? Yeah? It is now too much. He uses it against you until you feel broken. Now you feel beyond repair. Do you have those friends or those relatives, those siblings, or someone? Is someone out there you can trust with your issues? Is someone out there you can trust with your secrets? Because you can't go out publishing everything to the world. You know, this is why I don't have a job. I don't have, my children are going, my children doesn't have school fees. My children are not eating. You can't go out and vent to everyone. No. You must have that specific person. But are you safe? Are your secrets safe with him? Are you safe with him? Hmm? Before she starts abusing you in the plot. Oh, you know your husband ABCD, you told me ABCD, Are you safe? Even our pastors, nowadays, whenever you share with them something, some of them, they use it at the pulpit to blackmail you. That will be the sermon for the next Sunday. Hmm? You know Mr. So-and-so, sometimes he will not mention, but the way he will preach that message, you will just know this person is talking or he is targeting me. Guys, yes, it is good to rant. It is good to vent. It is good to tell. It is good to say when you are not feeling okay. But do you have those friends? That one person you can trust with your issues? Do you have that one person whom you can tell whenever things are not going well with you, and she or he will explain or will help you out? Even if it's not financially, not all of us will have financial problems. Some of us will have money, but we don't know how to use it. So this thing also is eating us. We want to go to Zanzibar, and sometimes you have choices. You want to go to Dubai, you want to go to where. Now you want a friend who will help you to choose the better destination. Not all of us will have problem from financial issues. Some of us, we have issues, finances like issues. But we find that we don't have that friend we can explain to before he or she bring to you those majambazi, the thieves, the pickpocketers. Do you have those friends? Do you have one? May I only have my sisters and my brothers. I don't have a friend, but I can have you as a friend. Do you have those people we can vent to? Hmm? Sometimes we find that we need to speak it out, but we have no one to tell. Everyone ako tu zake, kila mtu ako tu, kila mtu ako na shida, especially with this corona thing. Kila mtu ako tu na zake, kila mtu yani ako tu na issues zake, until when you want to tell someone something, you feel that I'm going to bother her. I'm going to bother him. In fact, he's going through a lot more than me. At which point are we supposed to vent out? Because depression is real, guys. Depression is real. And the moment you don't talk out, the moment you don't speak out, the moment you don't share your issues, you just keep them for yourself. They pile. At the end of the day, you find that you're sinking deep into depression. And you sink deep sometimes to an extent you can't come out now. Simply because you never shared your issues. Maybe if you shared it, you could have gotten a hand. You could have gotten someone who could have helped you out of this. But since you didn't have that friend before, you find that it is not easy for you to find that person during your dark days. Friends are good. At the same time, friends are bad. Relatives are more even worse. They will go and publish it to the clan. Before you know it, you are the topic of the society. You are the topic of your village. You know she's having a problem with giving birth, she's having blah blah, and she is not married and blah blah, a lot of issues. So now you become the problem, you become the laughing stock, until you say, why did I have to say all this? Do you have that friend, guys? And it's good to vent, it's good to talk out, it's good to speak, it's good to, and if you find that you can't speak nowadays, what usually helps me, I write it down in a paper, I write whatever I'm going through. Then whenever I go to pray, sometimes it is something you can't even explain yourself to someone. So you just write it down. When you go to pray, you hold it. You place your hand on it. God will understand. And after that, you will feel relieved. Your spirit will be, you will breathe out after that. Because not everything you will be telling everyone. Are you stupid? You can't tell everyone everything. There are things you keep for yourself. And when they overwhelm you, just write them on a paper, list them down, then you go on your knees, put your hand on it, pray, then release it to God and let God handle it. That's how I handle my issues sometimes. Guys, it's good to open up, it's good to talk. So guys, down there in the comment section, tell me how you handle your issues. Maybe you can also help me. You can also help someone somewhere. You can also help a sister who is in dark place now, who is in a ditch and she needs to get out of it. Depression is real, and you're the only one who the society is also again looking up to us to help that sister, to help that brother. So guys, with those few remarks, let's meet down there in the comment section and let's interact. Until next time, this is your sister Roslyn. Bye bye.